You've probably heard, it's your forehand, you've got the middle. But is that always the case? Should the forehand always be covering the middle? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's CJ Johnson. I'm sure that somewhere along the way, someone has said to you, it's your forehand and it's way better than my backhand. You've got the middle. But is that always the case? Typical pickleball, not necessarily. It doesn't matter if it's the forehand or the backhand that has the middle, but the premium is how a team covers the court. Ideally, you and your partner want to cover as much of the court as you possibly can and avoid having gaps or holes that give your opponents an ability to hit an easy winner for a point. Great teams do that exceptionally well. In this upcoming segment, Laura Fenton-Cavanda, 5-0 player and coach extraordinaire, does an unbelievable job of explaining exactly how to cover the court as a team after you've served. I apologize in advance for the audio. It's a little bit garbled. I did my best to clean it up. Probably the easiest thing to do is turn on the closed caption, which is just down below that little CC button, and that will help you to hear the whole explanation. You're not going to want to miss it.
So we're going to talk about how we cover the court when you are in the position of you're the serving team, and this is the return of serve. So let's just say, for example, the return of serve comes to CJ, and it goes to her backhand. So CJ's going to turn to hit her backhand. Now, how we cover that court, because we have two people standing here in the kitchen line, CJ's got to concentrate on her shot. Bill now has the tough part of covering the rest of this court. So if I'm in the kitchen line, Bill, this being the same side person as where CJ is hitting the ball, I want you now to square up to me, and you're going to have to move to the center of the court. She's going to take a step forward to take her shot. The other leg, CJ. There you go. Okay, so there's her backhand. You now have to stay even with her, square hips and shoulders directly with me. Great. Okay, you're even. Because this allows you've got shots now down the middle and a shot out wide. So maybe I just want you to take a half a step over this direction because you've got one step to take the middle shots. So take your hips and shoulders directly at me. There you go. That allows you to take one step to your right. Exactly. And go after the ball or an angle or right down the middle. The middle is now your next shot. Okay? Now, CJ returns that ball. And I hit it down to Bill's side, over this angle. So Bill's now going to come up a few steps. You're going to come forward as the ball is hit here. And everything changes now. Now, if you'll turn like you're going to hit a forehand, Bill. Forehand. There we go. Okay. A forehand. Now, CJ, we want to keep you two even so we don't create holes in this court. We're doing the best thing we can to cover the court because you're on defense. So CJ needs to come up even with him, but now you're on this side of the court and this person, so she's going to square her hips and shoulders directly with me. Okay? So now she's got the next shot down the middle or one out wide. This is the best way of covering this court and staying even with each other.
In this example, the return comes down the line to my backhand. While I'm focused on my shot, my partner needs to be prepared, even though it's his backhand, to cover the center of the court. He squares his hip to the person at the net so he can cover the center, and if need be, he still has the ability to step out to the forehand. In the second example, the ball comes down the line again, and as my partner needs to go for his forehand, it's now my turn to move to the center of the court, square myself to the person who's at the net, and be prepared to cover the center. Here's Laura playing at the Nationals. After the serve, her opponent's going to return it down the line to her partner. While her partner is covering the line, you're going to notice that Laura squares herself towards the person who just hit the shot at the net, and she's prepared to cover the center of the court. As she moves forward, she stays in a position to cover that middle of the court, making sure that her partner is still covering the line. The important point is not that the forehand should be covering the middle, but that you and your partner are creating teamwork around the court and eliminating those holes so you stop giving up some of those easy points. If you got value from this video, please give it a like, make a comment, tell me how you and your partner cover the team just a little bit better, or share it with your pickleball playing friends. Because together we can train smart, live bold, and age well.